Something horrible is invading New York. Something terrifying. Something you've never seen before. It's the killer condom, the rubber that rubs you out. Danger is everywhere. The army of condoms have overrun the city. Only one man is brave enough to take on the crazed condoms. Luigi Macaroni, police detective. He alone must do battle with the army of death, preying upon the citizens of New York City. Played by Udo Samuel, star of the masterpieces of German cinema, Far Away So Close and Caspar Hauser, Macaroni must save the city and himself from the destructive power of the killer condoms. The conspiracy that he uncovers is so shocking that it could cost him his life. Under the direction of Martin Waltz and boasting the lavish production of Ralph Dietrich and Harold Reichhefner, Ralph Koenig's comic book becomes terrifyingly real, brought to horrifying life by Academy Award winner H.R. Geiger, whose creations thrilled you in Alien and Species. Killer Condom was an official selection of the prestigious Berlin Film Festival and has won accolades from audiences worldwide. In a world where safe sex is deadly, it's the killer condom, the rubber that rubs you out. It's from Trauma, of course.
Believe me, they are watching us right now.
Do you think since your attack you've created a fear and maybe you're giving off some vibrations that's provoking the birds into attacking?
Birds don't just cluster and follow someone around like that. It seems organized. Like these birds are in a rush to prepare a war. Imagine that. Billions of birds at war with mankind.
Run for it. Okay? Let's go.
We'll be safe for the next car. Hostages. Sadistic madmen. Violent. Brutal. Pitiless mercenaries trained to kill. When their mission fails, the lives of everyone become the targets of their cold-blooded death games. They spread a blanket of hatred and chaos over a frightened world that awaits the coming of another war. Hostages. The cheerful beauty of the Pearl of the Caribbean is shaken by bloodshed and disaster. Ruthless assassins loot and kill without mercy. They hide behind their helpless victims in a desperate attempt to escape. Hostages. An endless battle is fought to rescue the prisoners of the merchants of death. The organization of hired cutthroats is chased and hunted with all the wrath and power of the law. Hostages. A horrible nightmare of agony and fear that looms over the earth like a time bomb about to explode. Hostages.
Esta noche llega un apasionante superestreno. Ella llegó como una más, pero su ambición la convirtió en una mujer fría y calculadora, capaz de todo.
¿Y ahora dónde lo vas a tirar? Lo tiras en lo más hondo.
Pero el destino no perdona. Sonia Infante en la leyenda de La Casa que Arde de Noche. Gran estreno, esta noche a las 8, aquí en Canal 22.
Este sábado a las 7:11 de la noche. S.O.S. Conspiración Bikini. ¿Quién dice que la belleza y el crimen no van de la mano?
Les daré a conocer nuevos sistemas y nuevas armas. ¡Preparen las armas!
Estas bellas agentes del crimen internacional nos demuestran que con sus dotes femeninos pueden cometer muchos delitos.
Will blow them away for sure.
That's it. Show them how it's done, huh? Just the three of us, boys.
Get out of there!
What the hell was that?
It's gotta be the police. We have to get out of here. There's no time to lose. We better hurry. Come on, let's go. Hurry, Edgar!
Okay, sweet baby, get us out of here.
Hurry up, Edgar, or they'll catch us. Start it up!
Don't you feel fine?
Out, girls, before it all catches!
Come on, come on!
My best!
Here, let me try.
Later! Leave me alone, for God's sake! Just leave me alone!
You useless son of a bitch! We'll never get out of here! Don't get started! I thought you always kept it ready to go in case we had to make a run for it. Just see, caught because it's run down old Hateful Road. For God's sake, let me try, otherwise we're never going to get out of here.
Right! I know what I'm doing.
No, just stop. Try!
I am, in fact, a qualified gynecologist. Well, strictly speaking, I'm an amateur, but I'm bloody keen.
Look! Here's a pencil!
I think I'll have the fish.
Wise choice.
Can I ask where your eggs come from?
Hens, vaginas.
I shall bring your luggage up directly. Nice. Hey, give her one for me, won't you? Look, if you get too tired, don't worry, just phone now and I'll happily come up and give her one myself. I'm not joking, actually. I'm Eddie the bellboy.
The bellboy?
That's right. What happened to you?
Candle in the eye.
Righto.
Someone once told me, your parents abandon you. You either get to be God's child or the devil's.
Same old place. I'm trying to tell you something, Mom. I'm kind of tired, Mary Jo.
Hi.
Hi.
I know who you are. Franny told me you were coming. Hello, Mommy.
I'm leaving tomorrow. I can't deal with it.
My mother was a depressive. We're sisters. We really are. Why don't you come out to the island with us? Tom's taking her. It's the way she wants it. He'd have left me last year, except I cracked up. And where he's from, you don't leave a sick woman. I feel like I'm dead. Everybody's going about their business without me.
You're not going to the hospital. You're not crazy. But can't you do something about that woman?
To są zasady, które chcę z tobą omówić. Po pierwsze, nikomu nie powiesz, że jesteś jej matką. Jesteśmy pewni, że ona ciebie nie pamięta. Po drugie, i ostatnie, zachowuj się normalnie.
stupid punk.
You just walked out of the latest product from the Hollywood Ass Factory. My film is gonna be art.
It's really, really hard to make movies, and sometimes you just have to have faith.
How about that?
Say yeah to black leather, rudeness, and self-actualization.
And we got the video, only $9.99.
But I could have been more tactful. F***ed her.
Testing microphone 1, 2. Coming at you live from Africa. Welcome to Uganda. Okay, action. This is the home of the best action movies. We call it Wakaliwood.
My movies, they are action, but in a comedy way. If we need a gun, we weld it. Anything like a jib, camera stand, if you don't have one, we make it.
We wanted the white man in the movie, and we didn't know where to get the white man. And he just came in time.
I come from New York City because I see your movies.
I didn't call, I didn't email, I didn't write. I just went there to track him down.
Alan, nga ayangoma okutegera kinjagala ne kindaga nti alina talent. Newankubadde nga mu martial arts yali mufu nnyo nga talinaamu.
Isaac created a new genre with me that he's excited about. It's called beating up the white person genre, and it turns out all of Uganda is just in love with it. And I think it's funny as hell.
Wow! African Tarantino.
You're the George Lucas of
Uganda. Thank you.
We think he's made 47 films in 11 years.
Isaac is at his peak creatively, and so my job is to put kerosene on the bonfire.
Things are getting interesting here.
I reached a point where I felt that I should leave this, but I'm struggling because that was my big dream.
And we could have been the Beatles of exploding heads, man. Still can be.
What really unites us is movies.
For me, it's eye-opening. It's happening. It's global.
With the help of my family and the Wakaliwood family, I feel like I have pressed the first brick in the foundation of the Uganda film industry. So Wakaliwood will live forever.
Let's go!
This Saturday in her first ever television special, it's the one and only Sissy St. Clair.
What do you know? Television, TV, major network.
She's been waiting for so long.
I've wanted this since I was knee-high to Jesus, and here I am.
And now she's finally making it.
And I'm making it. This special won't end until I'm flat out bashed in, begging each and every one of you to set me free! Who do you consider to be your biggest competition? Women. Each and every woman has something I want and would do anything to have. You will never, ever have your own television special. So don't even dare to dream. What do I see when I look in the mirror? Waiting for so long. Give me pity. I'm finally where I belong. Hard to look. Hard to really look. Give me pity.
Saturday night.
Si c'est bon pour elle, c'est bon pour nous autres.
Il me semble que ce sera une bonne critique de la société de consommation.
Ça pourrait être pas mal beau.
Pourquoi beau?
Bon, c'est parti pour pipi qui parle.
Entraîné, parle-moi un peu.
Et comme ça, fille, tu veux rien savoir?
Voyons. C'est pas quoi. Je pense que je suis amoureuse. Tu m'avais pas dit ça? Même lui, il sait pas. Je le connais presque pas. Il est marié, il a des enfants. Une vraie histoire de fou.
Ah ben moi, je vais faire un papier là-dessus. Pourquoi les jeunes filles sont-elles séduites par les hommes défendus?
Alors, on pourrait découvrir des tas de choses nouvelles pour la première fois avec lui. On pourrait se louer une petite maison au bord de la mer. Mais tu penses pas qu'à un moment donné, on s'ennuierait? C'est fou d'être amoureuse comme ça. Peut-être pas si extraordinaire que ça. Il y a tellement de choses à changer. La vie, l'amour.
On sait bien. Mademoiselle est une artiste. Vous autres, les femmes, tout ce qui vous intéresse, c'est vos affaires de cœur. Puis votre cul.
Je suis tannée de rêver. J'ai le goût de vivre maintenant.
Tu fais-tu les choses pour les autres ou pour toi?
OK. C'est le fun d'imaginer au lieu de vivre.
When you first meet Justin Pearson, he might come off just a tad off-putting.
He can sour a mood in a matter of words.
He always seemed to me like someone who was ahead of the curve.
I just like fucking with people.
Southern California is divided into 3 regions. You got LA, then you got Orange County, and then you got San Diego.
But in San Diego, there was nowhere to go. There was nothing that was being offered to younger people.
Hi, I'm John Waters, and now you're gonna hear the music of the Locusts.
The thing is, it wasn't about the music. That was just kind of like this sort of vessel to just be like, fuck you to you and fuck you to you.
He like went on tour when he was like 15.
It wasn't that you question it, you just get fired and you go on tour. And you come back and do the same thing again. We were showing up and getting beaten up.
We've had everything thrown at us. Beer bottles,
maced,
bar stools,
getting our tires slashed,
pints of full beer.
It's incredibly foreign and weirder than hell and shocking to a lot of people who will say, that's not hardcore. I'm like, bullshit, they're playing faster than you.
But it all kind of tied into this whole middle finger to music culture.
Let's start at the beginning. That's Carl. Now, the one thing that everyone agreed on was that Carl was slightly unusual.
Stupid bastard. Make a decision.
You're hopeless, Carl. Hopeless. When are you going to grow up?
He would have been a better man if he'd finished university.
But the one person who never put him down was Sophie.
I'm Sophie.
Carl. So it was obvious when Carl and Sophie got together,
We all thought you were a puff.
it had to be something special.
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing much, just sitting around, thinking about you.
Like all true romantics, they thought the world belonged to them. Not everyone agreed.
How old is she? She's beautiful, really beautiful.
She's exceedingly common, I can imagine.
How old is she? She likes me.
Why don't you tell her the truth just for once?
How old is she, Carl? Try to think of it not so much as losing a daughter, but more like gaining a son.
But something rather magical had happened to Carl. As this movie so clearly proves,
How come I didn't meet you years ago?
I don't know. Probably because I was still in school.
there is love,
You've met me now, haven't you?
laughter,
This is how you do it.
and life. Before, after, and during death in Brunswick.
I don't want to live like this anymore. Look at me.
When it all hits the fan,
What's happened to you?
poor old Carl just forgets to duck.
I fell over.
Sam Neill, Zoe Carides, and John Clark. An award-winning performance, probably.
Hi.
Was that you?
Huh?
Must have been me. Sorry.
Death.
You know what I feel like? I feel like this could be like of Mice and Men, where we just pull over to the side. I'd talk to you about rabbits, get you all nice and calm, put a gun against your head, and BAM! Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. That's not funny. How many Hail Marys is that? It's none, because this is not a confessional.
What we're looking for, Father, is for you to go out and find the truth. I mean, you have to ask yourself some real tough questions like, what am I doing here?
The one day I drink coffee, of course, is the day that I drop my Bible in the toilet.
Thou shalt rock and roll! You got that, right?
Yeah, you're the one that got me into that.
Really?
When you talked about Judas Priest, that's what made me want to become a priest.
Shouldn't we be seeing the out point by now?
We passed the bridge like an hour ago. Maybe they'll send a rescue boat.
Who?
The guy at the store?
Oh yeah, the guy at the store is gonna send a rescue boat.
Why did you come here?
I have nothing better to do, so I'm out here in the woods with Father Doofus.
Rock and roll!
No sex, no drugs, no rock and roll.
No. Plenty of rock and roll. Yeah, Robbie! Oh, it's awesome!
In the early 90s in a sunny California beachside town, murder and crime reigned.
Help! He's stealing my purse!
Until one man had the stones to stand up to the scum.
Who are you, man? I'm Sergeant Lunch, and you're under arrest.
Bloodfeast, The Adventures of Sergeant Lunch, Part 1. Watch as the heroic Sergeant Lunch battles his evil twin brother.
I wanted to destroy you. I don't think so.
And fights to the death with an unholy death-dealing cyborg named the Annihilator. Bloodfeast, The Adventures of Sergeant Lunch, Part 1. Don't miss it.